We've covered a lot of ground in this module, from integrating new awareness to designing actions, from anticipating barriers to acknowledging progress, from summarizing learning to closing sessions well. That's a lot of territory. So let's pull the threads together and see what holds all of it in place. Think about the journey we've taken through Competency 8. We started with helping clients integrate new awareness, not just having insights, but actually weaving them into who they are. Then we moved into designing forward movement, goals, and actions that belong to them. We explored how to navigate the path ahead, anticipating what might get in the way and what success might actually look like. We talked about capturing learning both within sessions and across the entire coaching relationship. We discussed sustaining momentum over time without creating dependency. And we finished with celebrating growth and closing sessions with intention. Every single one of these skills serves the same deeper purpose. Here's the through line that connects everything. It starts with learning, new awareness emerging in the conversation. That learning becomes insight. The understanding deepens and connects to meaning for your client. Insight then transforms into action. Clarity becomes intentional movement. And the final piece, client ownership. They hold the reins of their own growth journey. Every marker in Competency 8 serves this progression. Your role isn't to control this flow. Your role is to facilitate it, to create the conditions where learning naturally evolves into owned action. And this is exactly what ICF captures in their definition. Partners with the client to transform learning and insight into action. Promotes client autonomy in the coaching process. 2 sentences, and they contain everything. Transformation happens through partnership. You're not doing it to them or for them. And autonomy is the North Star guiding every interaction. If you hold on to nothing else from this module, hold on to this. Your job is to work yourself out of a job, to help clients become so capable of their own growth that they don't need you anymore. So here's the thing. To really embody this competency, you need to be crystal clear about what you're not doing. You don't hold your client accountable. They hold themselves accountable. You create the space for them to design their own accountability structures. You don't assign homework. They design their own actions. You partner with them to explore what feels meaningful and doable. You don't offer yourself as their support system. They build their own support. You help them identify resources that will sustain them beyond coaching. You don't tell them what they learned. They articulate their own learning. You create opportunities for them to reflect and name their insights. And you definitely don't thank them for allowing you to coach them. Instead, you acknowledge their great work. They showed up, did the hard thinking, and created change that deserves recognition. Why do these distinctions matter so much? Because client autonomy isn't just one piece of Competency 8, it's everything. Every element in this competency protects and promotes the client's ownership of their own growth. They do the work, the thinking, the deciding, the acting. Your job is to create and maintain a powerful container for that work. Now, I want to be honest with you. This is sophisticated work. It requires you to resist the urge to fix, direct, or rescue. Trust the process. Trust your client. And here's the good news. The more you practice these principles, the more natural they become. You're building new neural pathways in how you show up as a coach. You've now covered all 8 ICF Core Competencies. You've built the foundation. And in Module 8, you're going to see the whole picture come alive. That's where we bring everything together, integration and application. You'll see all 8 competencies working together in real coaching conversations, not as a checklist to complete, but as an interconnected system supporting client growth. Real coaching demonstrates how all of the competencies dance together seamlessly in service of the client. They flow naturally rather than following a rigid sequence. So take what you've learned here about facilitating client growth and get ready to see it in action alongside everything else you've studied. See you in Module 8.